Hello you beautiful people and welcome to today's video. I did it, guys. I did it. I got myself this book that I've wanted for such a long time, which is, as you can clearly see, Create This Book by Mariah Elizabeth, who is one of my favorite YouTube creators because her videos are so entertaining. If you don't know her, I bet you know her if you're in the art community on YouTube. She's a pretty big channel. And she mostly does squishy makeovers, but also a lot of other creative stuff, and she's great. Yeah, and I got this book. I wanted this book for such a long time. Since I saw her doing it on her own channel, I wanted it because I'm such a sucker for prompts. I really enjoy doing drawing prompts and art prompts, but the thing is, you usually encounter prompts in these monthly challenges, and for most of them, you have to draw every day, and that's very stressful. So I thought I'd get myself one of these prompt books, and I was thinking which I wanted to get, and I remembered I've wanted this for so long, so I got myself a little Christmas present early, and yeah, here we are. And in this video, I would like to show you how I decorated the cover, as you can see by the footage you're watching right now, and also the first few pages of the book. And let me tell you, this cover, I remember when I watched someone else decorate the cover, I don't know, I don't remember, but someone mentioned that the cover has this soft feel to it, which kind of is hard to work with. And I kind of forgot that, and first I wanted to use Copic markers, and then I ditched them because I thought that I saw my very, very light lavender color bleeding out at the edges. Like, I saw the color separating a bit, and also the colors were very pastel-y, and I thought it was a good idea to use water-based markers in water, and in hindsight, you know, that was a bad idea because they never dried. They never actually dried. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I did that. So yeah, I had to find a little workaround for that. But you know, all of that being said, I'm not really mad about the outcome. My goal was to make a cover that's really colorful, very bright, very happy, like, you know, something that inspires you to work in the book. And I think I did achieve that. I made the paint splatters on the cover very, very bright and like rainbow-esque, if you want it that way. And yeah, I really enjoy doing it. I tried blending in the paint or the colors in the paint splatter thing with water, and that dried okay. But some of the colors, some dried better than others, but some never really did. Especially the darker colors never really decided to dry. So what happened was that I would put the book down for the night, and then I would walk in the next morning and touch it, and it would still transfer like color to my finger, and I was like, oh no, I ruined this. I wanted this for so long, and now I absolutely ruined it. But as I said, spoiler alert, I found a way to save it in the end, and I think the effects are really cool. I just think it will never really go dry. And another spoiler, what I did was I have this foil. No, it's not foil. It's a film, a protective, like big tape sheet. I don't know what it's called in English, that you protect your books with. That is sticky on the one side, and like it's transparent, of course, and yeah, I stuck that on the book, and yeah, that worked, and now I can use it without having constantly paint on my fingers. And yeah, what I did for the rest of the cover, I used my Posca pen to fill in the big part of the background, and that worked very well. In between, I was thinking about using acrylic paint, but that's opaque, and I didn't want to cover up the black printing on the cover, and I was scared that acrylic paint would be in such a thick layer that it would break. So I was scared to use acrylic paint. So I used my Posca pen, so that was a good substitute for real paint, and also I love using them, and they work very well on the surface. They even dried. I don't know if they would scratch off if you don't put like a protective sheet on top of what you colored in. Yeah, so I don't know. But they work on this cardboard kind of thing. Also, look at what I'm doing. I'm using my Arteza Everblend markers, the alcohol-based markers that I was scared that it wouldn't work. And look at that, it works. If I had only tried more colors, it would have been fine. I wouldn't have like had this problem with never drying markers, but oh well. Better late than never, right? Better late than never. So yeah, the alcohol-based markers may look a bit more pastel-y on this cover, but they dry and they work fine, and I don't know how they will look in a few years, if they will like have a chemical reaction with the coating of the paper. I don't know, because I cannot look into the future, but for now they work fine, and I should have used them in the first place. Alright, here you can see what I mean with this film thing I was talking about. I absolutely don't know the English term right now, so yeah, the cover is all nice and shiny and protected, and I'm going to start to work on the back part of the cover. The little magnifying glass, I used an alcohol-based marker to test before I started the cover, and I should have noticed right then and there that I was fine to use alcohol-based markers, but for some reason I saw something that wasn't there when I used this lavender color, and I thought, oh my god, the color is separating and I cannot use it. It was in my head, it was in my imagination, and so I almost ruined the whole book. So yeah, you're fine to use alcohol-based markers. As I said, I don't know what happens in a few years. If there's gonna be a chemical reaction or something, I cannot tell you. I don't know. I have no idea. But for now it's fine. For now it's looking good. For now it's fun. So for the back part of the book, I decided I wanted to copy the theme of the first page, the cover page, and I made some paint splatters, paint splatters with Posca pens, and I even laid some on the brush. Put some on the brush, some paint, so then it looks like the brush did splatter some paint, you know what I mean? And I think it turned out super fun. I was debating with myself if I wanted to fill in the background of this page as well, but I decided to leave it white. Yeah, I just decided to leave it white. There's no deeper meaning behind why I did that. I just decided it'd look better if it was white. And also I really wanted to finish decorating the cover for some reason. The reason is just that I wanted to start with the book because I was very excited. But I still really like how it turned out, even though I almost completely destroyed it. I'm still so mad at myself that I was like, oh, I don't need to try out more colors. I just assume that the thing I almost cannot see because it's not there, that there's separating in the paint and the color, in the lavender color, and I'm amazed at myself and my own imagination. Sometimes it's sometimes it's just I'm done with that. So yeah, let's move on to the inside of the book now. So for the inside of the book, I decided to replicate the theme of the cover, but with colored pencils, because obviously I could not use watercolors on this paper. It's a bit too thin. I cannot talk again. And it's recommended that if you want to use like watercolors or something, that you glue in your own paper. But for this, that would be kind of not that easy, because you have this printed page and you would have to cut very small pieces of watercolor to fit like between the letters. That's the whole thing. I didn't want to do that. So I took out my polychromo pencils and I went for it. And I have to say that for a print-on-demand book, which I think this is, the paper really works very, very good with colored pencils, and I'm very pleasantly surprised by that, because that means that I will not have so much trouble with colored pencils moving on in this book. So yay! And I try to make the the color pencils blend into one another, even though some colors of course were easier than others, because blending red into green is like not that easy. But yeah, I think it turned out really cool, and the colored pencils look very vibrant on this book. I really want to try how the black edition from Faber-Castell looks in this on this paper as well, because they are very, very soft. I think they're even a teeny bit softer than the polychromos. It's at least some colors are. And yeah, I really find this, I'm very happy. I'm just very happy to have this book, and I cannot wait to work more in it. And yeah, I'm still very relieved that I did not ruin the cover by the stupid decision to use water-based medium on a soft touch coated book where the water cannot go into the paper. Like, I'm still amazed at myself sometimes. I've spent like 30 years on this earth, and still I make very stupid mistakes. But I think that you never stop making mistakes, no matter how old you are. But yeah, so this is kind of the first page, but really only kind of, because I of course decided that I had to add a self-portrait of me holding some art supplies, and also I had to draw some sprinkles in honor of the creator of this book, of course. And also I decided to make the font stand out a bit more. I added some borders with a cream colored Posca pen, and I also added some shadows with color pencils to the letters, so they would like look a bit more 3D and stand out, because I thought they would kind of look a bit flat and get lost if I don't do that. And I think it turned out really cute. I'm very proud of the first page, and again, I cannot stress enough how much I like how the color pencils look on this paper. So yeah, an absolute win. Okay, moving on to the next and final set of pages I'm going to fill in this video. Yeah, this page says, to begin create this book, fill in the stars as you complete each task. The first star is customize the front cover. The second star is add colors and or text to the spine and edges of the book. And the third star is fill the copyright page. Make the title and copyright page more interesting. And then I realized I did not do the third star, the fourth star, and I did not personalize personal. I did not add a personal touch to the page we are currently on, and so I decided to do that. I decided to make a pink and orange gradient on the create of the sentence. And yeah, I really like how this page came out. I'm not 100% happy with the sketches, but it's just they're just fun doodles, so it's okay. So on the left page, I decided to draw myself, very excited to start this book. And I was very excited, and I could not wait to get into the tasks. But like, yeah, I just could not wait. I just wanted to start. So I decided to go with very simple sketches and very light doodles. So it wouldn't take me that long, even though it turns out that this video took me very long to edit because life got in the way. And so I still haven't started, as I make this voiceover, I still haven't started to draw on the other pages of this book. I haven't completed another task yet, but I really want to do it. I really want to do it. And yeah, I decided to add some more stars to the page that fit into the color scheme. And also I decided to add another little selfie looking up at the text and being like, okay, I want to start now. So yeah. And also, here's a little spoiler for you. Oh no, I'm not gonna spoil it. You're gonna see at the end of this section what happened. I don't know how it happened, but it just happened. So you're gonna be delighted to see what happens at the end. But yeah, here I'm writing, can't wait to start, and that's very true. I was like, I just want to start this book, and not realizing that this is already the start of the book, and these are the first tasks, and you're already doing it. So why are you so impatient? I'm still amazed at myself. And yes, also I added some darker outlines to the sketch. I think it really adds to it. It was a bit washed out in my opinion, and the violet outlines really help. Also, postcards work very surprisingly well on these pages. If you don't rub them over one part of the paper repeatedly, they will not bleed through. So yeah. Also, I forgot this page completely, and this empty box is meant to be filled with whatever you want, and I decided I will fill this box at the end, and maybe decorate this page at the end too, and write in it what I learned while I filled this book. So yeah, here I'm going through the pages, and I put a little paper pad underneath because I needed some stability for the left page. And did you notice what I forgot to do? I forgot to color in the last star. So here's some footage of that. And yeah, that's it really from me with the first video of Create This Book. Thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you had a bit of fun. I had a lot of fun doing the first pages, and I cannot wait to dive into this book a bit more. And yeah, leave a comment down below, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe if you like my content. and I'll see you next time. And until I see you, please do something that makes you happy. Bye!